Pre-K. I miss you guys. I'm here at school and I thought we would do our circle time together. Even though we can't be together, we can do all the things. So make sure you're singing with me. Good morning. How are you? It's so nice to see you. So smiling. Be happy. We're all back together again. Well, good afternoon, Pre-K. I sure do miss you guys. Can you guys help me with the calendar today? Does anybody remember what month it is? January, that's right. It's January. Shake out your hands. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July and August, September, October, November, December, 12 months in a year. It's January. Count with me. Let's find out what day it is today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's the 11th day of January. And if we go all the way up to Tuesday, it's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. Today is Tuesday, and tomorrow will be Wednesday. That's right. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. Well, let's start with we have to sing a Days of the Week song, and nobody's here to choose, so how about we say Days of the Week? Get your snappers, your padders, or your poppers ready. Are you ready? Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. All right, we have done our day song, we've done our month song. Now we need to figure out our pattern. Now from that far away, it's gonna be really hard to tell, but I'll tell you what's on our number 1. We started with a cement mixer. Dump truck, crane, excavator, cement mixer, dump truck, crane, excavator, cement truck. Any guesses? What do you think it is? On the count of 3, everybody shout it out. 1, 2, 3. Those are all great guesses. Should we take a peek and see what tomorrow's going to be? Let's take a peek. Look what it is. It's a dump truck. Tomorrow's going to be a dump truck. Cement mixer, then a dump truck. Good guessing. All right, we have done all of our pattern. We've done our days. We've done our month. How about a story? We forgot one step. The weather. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Is it rainy? Is it snowy? Are there clouds or is there sun? Take a look outside of your window. What do you see? Maybe some of you see clouds. Maybe some of you see some rain. Maybe some of you see some sunshine. I'm looking outside of our class window right now and I see rain, rain, rain. Our playground's wet. There's puddles and raindrops falling in the puddles. It is raining. I'll put it on our Yellow Tuesday hook. All right, thank you so much for helping with calendar. We're gonna read a story today. It's called The Mitten by Jan Brett. I'll come a little closer so you can see the pages. We were learning about the letter M before we had to stay home because of all of our germs. We'll come back and learn about it some more. But first we're gonna read The Mitten. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as as white as snow. At first, his grandmother Baba did not want to knit white mittens. If you drop one in the snow, she warned, you'll never find it. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, and finally Baba made them. After she finished, she said, when you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound, but then I will look to see if you still have your snow white mittens. Now I have a fun part of this story. I have a mitten here. It's not a white mitten, but it's a mitten. And my mitten is going to help me tell the story. Here's Nicky. In his pocket, he has his white mitten. Do you see? So off Nicky went, and it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow and was left behind. A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. There's my mole. He burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. What do you think's coming next? A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then that he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in, feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. Look what's next. Next, a hedgehog came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not being ones to argue with someone covered with prickles, they made room. What do you think's coming next? As soon as the hedgehog disappeared in the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled. But when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mittens and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left. But when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. They let him in. They're all tucked inside the mitten. It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose in the air, and a fox trotting by stopped to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. The fox poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up. Not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in as tightly as could be, but what animal would argue with a bear? The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged too many times its size, but Baba's good knitting held fast. What's coming next? What do you see? That's right. Along came a meadow mouse. No bigger than an acorn. She wriggled into the one space left and made herself comfortable on top of the great bear's nose. And she went. The bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Ah! Ah! Achoo! And the force of the sneeze shot the mitten up into the sky and scattered all the animals in all the directions. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was the lost mitten silhouetted against the blue sky. There's his mitten right there. It's flying in the air. As he ran to catch his snow white mitten, he saw Baba's face in the window. First she looked to see if he was safe and sound, and then she saw that he still had his new mittens. Look what happened to his mittens. It is so stretched out. Well, Pre-K, I sure do miss you. I can't wait till we're all together again next week. Bye.